guys, we love traveling with our family, and we just got back from vacation yesterday from Iceland.
Visiting my family, it was grand.
It was. And when you're traveling with kids, it really helps to stay organized, because I don't want to spend my entire vacation looking for things or staying home because I forgot I ran out of clean underwear.
Yeah, that has happened, but we've gotten pretty good at not running out of clean underwear while traveling. So we're going to show you how to keep your family organized while traveling Scandinavian style. If you're new here, we're happy to have you. We are all about having a tidy life with young kids, so we share tips, tricks, strategies, and advice to help you have a happier, tidier, more organized life with your family. So hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon for notifications.
This year is a collaboration with Janine over at NJ Family. And she is amazing. She's a Mennonite mom and a breathtaking photographer. She renovates, organizes, and she's just a real do-it-yourself, funny powerhouse woman. And today she's also doing a video on traveling, but her topic is how to travel on a budget. So after you watch this video, make sure you head over to her channel and watch her video as well, because I know it's going to be amazing. We always try and travel as light as possible. We have 3 kids, an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 10-month-old. And because their ages, we're oftentimes a lot of luggage. We could bring a suitcase each, a carry-on each, personal items, diaper bag, strollers, car seats, you name it, we could bring it.
Yep, for free.
Exactly, even better. But we don't want to. No, because guess who's gonna end up carrying it through the airport? Not the kids, us. And when they're the ages they are, they need our hands free so that we can hold on to them when they see the Lego store.
So we tried to limit our packing to 1 suitcase and 2 carry-ons, and then whatever strollers or car seats we might need depending on where we're going and what mode of transportation we're using.
And we try to check those so we don't have those in the airport.
Yeah, but we have a whole other video on that, so check that out once you're finished with this one.
Getting to your destination is just a start, but if you want to keep your family organized while traveling, then I always take about 30 minutes to unpack right when we get there. And I have a 5-step process that we use every time.
Yeah. And it's actually not too dissimilar from the process that we use to keep ourselves organized while at home,
Exactly.
is it?
Because it's our home away from home.
And we usually do this unpacking regardless of where we're staying or for how long, because when we pack for our flight, then usually that means, packing according to weight. But once we get to our destination, we really want to pack in terms of like functionality and user. That sounded really official, but what I mean is we want to know where Marcus's clothes are, where my clothes are, where your clothes are, and where other important documents or items that we might need during the trip, where those are located.
So the first thing we do is to set up the kids. So we get out their PJs, their teddy bears, toothbrushes, and all those other important kid items that they'll need for going to sleep. So that when time comes, we can get them to bed real fast. This might be a good idea to keep in mind as you're packing as well. So you put those kid items somewhere where they're easily accessible in the suitcase. Also, we make sure we have an iPad handy right next to our bed because we might want to sleep a little bit longer than they do. And this way in the morning we can just slip them the iPad and say good night, and we can sleep like 30 minutes more or an hour more.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to judge us. Like, we've got screen time rules for the kids, but during those times, if we've had a long flight and the kids are jet lagged and we are tired, those are the rules. Here's an iPad, use it.
The second one, and we already talked about that a little bit, is to separate the clothing according to the person. So this here is really key when you're trying to keep your family organized while traveling. So what I do is I give each family member a row each in the suitcase, and you can organize it by item or outfit or whatever works for you. But each family member gets a row each, so I know exactly where to go for what item for what kid. And I know when I'm running out of clothes, so I know when to do laundry or when to go shopping.
Number 3 is toiletries. This is pretty simple. You just want to make sure that all of your toiletries are in the same place and that they're accessible when you need them. Hopefully you're staying in a place that has bathroom facilities, so that would be a logical place to put the toiletries. And you also want to make sure, in any case, that they're out of reach of your kids and anything else.
Agree on what are toiletries. So my makeup, I would put with my toiletries. Hairbrushes, I'd do it there too. Just kind of agree on what goes in that category.
Are there any other things that you would not put with toiletries?
Well, painkillers maybe. Do they go with toiletries? Do they go in your purse? Who knows? Make sure you have a system for that. The 4th step is to set up a laundry system. And this sounds simple, but this is where it goes wrong a lot of the time. And if you've ever been on vacation and run out of clean clothes, then comment below and say, been there.
this goes hand in hand with packing light. So obviously, if you're packing light and you're staying for a longer time, you really want to make sure that, wherever it is that you're staying has laundry facilities. Now, if you're not packing as light or you're staying for a shorter period of time, then it's not going to be as big of an issue. But you still want to make sure that you're not mixing up your clean clothes and your dirty clothes. You put something on, you go outside and you realize, wait a second, this is the t-shirt that I wore to paintball yesterday and it's all sweaty and it smells gross.
Exactly. So that's why we always have one place for dirty clothes and in another place for the clothes that you've worn once but that aren't really dirty, but that aren't really clean, and you get a lot of those with kids. So we have a place for those and then a place for the dirties, and the clean are in the suitcase. The fifth step for how to keep your family organized while traveling is to keep like items together. So you want to keep your shoes in one place and your coat somewhere else. And if it's a swimming vacation, all your swimwear, your towels and your swimsuits and your snorkeling and all that stuff in bags a certain place as well. So you know exactly where to go for each item when you need it, and don't waste any valuable vacation time looking for things.
This was important for us. You might not think it, but there's plenty of swimming to be done in Iceland.
Exactly.
Yeah. We went to the swim. How often did we go?
2 weeks we went 5 times, 6 times.
Okay, so those are the 5 steps, but I think there are a few other tips that are good to keep in mind while you're traveling. The first one being, make sure that you align. So you have a quick alignment meeting. Does that sound like super organized geeky?
It works.
Yeah. So just, get the family together, explain this is where, your clothes are, this is where your clothes are, these are, the toiletries. Don't go into the painkillers. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why we keep them up high.
Yeah.
See, like we said.
Yeah. So actually we don't advertise where the painkillers are. Why are we talking about painkillers?
Oh, no. And we have an 8-year-old and a 5-year-old. They can understand these things. Our 10-month-old, maybe not. So tell your kids according to their age what they need to know.
Yeah. What else?
Fight the urge to spread out. Fight it, because it's human nature to just kind of leave stuff wherever you're at. And you're on vacation, it's nice, you're relaxed. I'm gonna leave my book here, I'm gonna leave my towel there. Don't do it, because it's gonna be that much harder for you to get everything home again. And you don't wanna lose stuff in another country.
No. And actually, it's not even that nice while you're, on vacation, because you're gonna be looking for things because you don't know where you put them.
Mm-hmm. So don't spread out. Another thing that I really like is to bring old clothes for the kids. Obviously not the ones that are completely torn. You want to get rid of those whenever you realize that. But if it's something that's they've almost grown out of, bring those, let them wear those, and then leave them behind. Donate them or throw them away when you're there. And then you can bring home more stuff, because you're bound to find some sweets that you really like from this new vacation place. And you want to bring tons home, and then there's no space in your suitcase.
I love how you go to sweets as a shopping thing. This is pure insight into our family dynamic.
What would you get? Clothes?
Don't make me laugh. Do you have some ideas for how to keep your family organized while traveling? Share those in the comments, and if you like the video, give us a like. We would like that, and we'll see you next week. I think this is a good one. I think we can use this. But we have a little from Iceland, my land.
Exactly.
My land.
Where he's from.
Fla, 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 fla.
Okay. Do it again.